This is Ron Kelleher with the Inspired Leadership Podcast, episode number 566. Today's episode is entitled, Awaken the Spirit of Christmas with O Come, Emmanuel.
Hello, and welcome to Inspired Leadership, the podcast for Christian leaders in the marketplace who want to be the best leaders they can be. And now your host, Ron Kelleher.
As the festive lights glimmer and the season's joy becomes palpable, we're drawn to one of Christianity's most profound mysteries, the Incarnation. For Christians, the message of Christmas is not just a historical event, but a timeless testament to faith, hope, and love. One hymn, O Come, Emmanuel, stands out, encapsulating the profound longing and hope that characterizes this blessed season. Long before it echoed through the cathedrals and graced our Christmas celebrations, O Come, Emmanuel originated from a series of Latin antiphons. These antiphons date back to at least the 8th century and were sung in monastic communities during the last 7 days of Advent. Each antiphon invoked a different title for the Messiah, drawing from the prophecies of Isaiah. It wasn't until the 12th century that these antiphons were paraphrased into a Latin hymn, Veni, Veni, Emmanuel. The version we sing today took shape in the 19th century when Anglican priest John Mason Neale translated the Latin verses into English lyrics we now know and love. From ancient chants to a cherished carol, this hymn carries with it centuries of Christian tradition, longing, and anticipation for the coming of the Messiah. With such a rich tapestry of history woven into its verses, the hymn bridges ancient yearnings and contemporary celebrations of Christ's birth. So let's immerse ourselves today in the profound words of O Come, Emmanuel, and let its verses transport us through time, echoing the deep desires and hopes of centuries past. I encourage you to come over to the website at ronkelleher.com/episode 566. I've got all the lyrics for the verses there, as well as a recording of O Come, Emmanuel. But the lyrics of O Come, Emmanuel are rich in biblical imagery, and they express the deep yearning for the coming of the Messiah, both in the sense of his birth at Christmas and his second coming. So let's break down the theology and meaning behind each verse. We start with O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel. Emmanuel is a name that means God with us. It's taken from Isaiah 7:14, prophesying the birth of a child who would be a sign of God's presence. The reference to ransoming captive Israel alludes to the longing for deliverance from spiritual bondage and exile. Historically, Israel had been physically in exile during the Babylonian captivity, but it might also refer to a spiritual exile and the need for redemption. The next verse, O come, thou rod of Jesse free. The rod of Jesse refers to a prophecy in Isaiah 11:1, indicating the descendant, or rod, of Jesse, King David's father, would arise. This is a messianic title affirming Jesus as the descendant of David. The plea for freedom from Satan's tyranny and victory over the grave speaks to Christ's role as a Savior, rescuing humanity from sin and death. The third verse, O come thou dayspring from on high. Dayspring, or morning star, refers to Christ as the light coming into the world, dispelling darkness and death. It echoes the sentiments of Malachi 4:2 and Luke 178, where the coming Messiah is referred to as the Son of Righteousness or the dawn from on high. The fourth verse, O come thou key of David, come. The key of David refers to Isaiah 22:22, where the key represents authority and control. In Revelation 3:7, Jesus is described as the one who has the key of David. This verse refers to the power of Christ to open the kingdom of heaven and to shut out all that is harmful or evil. And finally, the fifth